Hey, Kristen, what's up? Been doing a little bit of some digging around and coming up with some interesting concepts for TikTok. We have reached 47 accounts that we have officially banned due to violation of the terms and conditions. That's right. So, for those of you that are being bullied, harassed, trolled, all I have to say is we're doing the best that we can to ensure that TikTok becomes a good platform. Now, I will bring something to somebody's attention because somebody messaged me about this. We know that there's a known pedophile on this app. Not going to say his name because I respect his privacy. But here's the situation. Yes, we don't like pedophiles. Now, people are coming to me, coming to Joker, coming to a lot of other people and saying, we gotta take this account down, we gotta take this account down. The problem is, in the state that this gentleman has registered as a sex offender, his whole entire case, he did inappropriate things with a child. Yes, you're a sicko. But he did not engage in any cyber crimes. Now, in different states, and we looked up the laws in the different states, in different states, it does show if you are a pedophile, let's say that you go to a Walmart to pick up a child after having a conversation on a computer, and the police department have all the transcripts of that conversation, then when that person goes to court, they are going to be restricted from the internet and social media. However, if someone is accused of rape and they end up going to jail, they do their time, and they have to register as a sex offender on Megan's Law, that is only going to bring them to probation to where they can't have contact with a child. But there is no rule in any of the state's guidelines, because we looked it up, all 50 states, that you can be removed from social media. It has to say it in your probation period. That, unfortunately, because this person did a heinous crime, which we do not condone, it's absolutely despicable, but unfortunately we can't just take his account down because we looked at his probation, we got the information from the probation officer, and they confirmed with us that this gentleman does not need to stay off of social media. Yes, I know it's disgusting, it's not our rules, but that's the way that the government is. So it just makes it kind of hard to go with. So I'm not trying to start any drama with anybody or anything like that, but people want to know, what exactly is the Anti-Bully Association all about? Well, I'm going to tell you what we're about and how we got started. I've been an advocate for bullying since I was in 5th grade, and I'll explain to you why that is. So when I was in 5th grade, of course, just like everybody else, we all got picked on. We all got picked on. Some of us got jumped, like myself, got beat, got picked on. Got tired of it. And I figured the best way to defeat a bully is to ignore it. But how can you ignore it when the person that got you on the floor, pounding you into your head and busting your nose? I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a mark here. That's when I have my nose broken. So that's where it comes down to. Sure, I'll join. So that is where it comes down to with bullying. With the way that I dealt with it, I tried to ignore it. It didn't work. I got beaten down. I ended up in a hospital. I had a broken nose, got my eye socket busted open, la da da. What I found out when I got back to school and that bully came after me, not only did he have to come after me, but a bunch of my friends stood up for me. And when you combine together and you build a part of your life together with these people that you trust, you can defeat the bully. So after 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I had respect. I started a group called the UK 111. It was called the Urgency Click. And if anybody was in trouble, they would come to me and I would get a group of people to defend them, to back them up. against one bully. Well, I mean, that's pretty much what we do here on TikTok and other social media accounts. We just don't do TikTok. We're doing everything. We're doing Twitter. We're doing MySpace. Yes, it still exists and people do use it. We're doing Twitter. We're doing MySpace. We're doing Facebook. We're doing TikTok. We're doing Likey. I have another person that's working on another app. So everybody is just like, well, why? Why are you doing it? Because we have to put a stop to it. Yes, we can ignore it. Yes, we can fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. But where's it going to get us? Most of these people that are on TikTok that make these horrendous insults to us, they're actually kids. Probably kids that just got out of school for summer break. A lot of them are younger children that are not even over the age of 18. So the best way for us to defeat the trolls, defeat the bullying and the harassment on this social media app and other social media accounts, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, is to ignore it. Because if they constantly hit up your TikTok or any other social media page, they're not going to get what they want. So by you creating a video, and we're guilty of this too, and that's why we took one of our videos down, because we called somebody out. But then we all sat around, we had a meeting, we talked about everything going on, and from that happening, what we did was we were able to stop the person that was originally bullying one of our users by ignoring it and just blowing up this person's page with all this stupidity. And you know what? We reported it one time and that person's account is gone now, because there were so many violations that he did just by posting those words on there. That's why we do what we do. That's why we started the Anti-Bully Association, to combat against the trolls. And there's a lot of people that have followed me because of the support and love that I show to everyone. I disagree with people all the time. I'm always up for debates. I'm one of the best debaters that you will ever meet, because I find information not from the media, not from the newspaper. It's called research. I do research and analyze. I love your hairline. Hey, this is what happens from all the years when you put your hair in a mohawk, and you have a mohawk that's like this, and you're putting glue and gel and everything else. Unfortunately, Gorilla Glue didn't exist back then, but I'm pretty sure I would have been crazy enough to put it in my hair. No pun intended. But yes, it comes with the age. I'm 37 years old. I wear hats all the time. I wear bandanas. I embrace the baldness. Women love it. I shave it. I shave it probably every 3 months, maybe. That's just the way it is. But yeah, when people bully you, the best way to stop them is just to ignore them. Because you're there, I'm here. What are you gonna really do? I mean, unless you're a crazy, psychotic, crazy, twisted person, are you literally gonna step up to my house? The minute you step up to my porch, you will know. You'll know right away that my house is secure. Cameras, fences, I can see people on the street before they even come up to my door. I know when there's a package being delivered because I can see it on my phone. I remember you from Maury, you were not the father. Well, that's actually really funny, because I was on the Maury Povich show, but I was not on as a guest. I was actually in the audience. But that's funny that you said you're not the father, because that's what I found out with my ex-wife when I split and got divorced, because the child that she was conceiving was not my child. So I am not the father. DNA test proved that, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Then the court finally was like, okay, that's enough. Because they made me go to any lab test now to get the paternity test done. Then they had me go to the court, and the courts did the DNA test now. So, yeah, totally different story. But, yeah, I know. You're probably trying to be funny, and you actually told a fact, so that's really cool. Now, what we'll also talk about is all the people that are harassing people. There's a person on this app. Baby Cakes can fill you in with the person's name, but they're literally, it's getting to the point where it is harassment, it is stalking, it is a cybercrime, and it is putting one of her friends in danger. that's something we don't tolerate, and we're doing everything we can to stop this person. But Maddie's account is not really who she says he is. We doxed the person's account information, found out that they're in the same place, and they're using the same IP address. There's the same number on there for people. That's, you know. Now when people ask me, they're like, oh, you dox. Yes, we do. But see, the thing is that when you go on to been verified, or you go into Google and you type in a person's name or account information, and information pops up because they're dumb enough to link all their social media accounts to one, that's not doxing. That's just called really, really good damn research. Now, what doxing is we get the person's information and we put it onto a public platform to expose that person's name, address, phone number, so forth. We only do that to the ones that are old enough to know better. And when it gets out of hand, we have a Twitter account called SEINXHERZ. Multiple people have access to that account. And if there's someone's bullying, we're going to post their name up there, their account. Not their actual name, but to let people know, hey, if you see this account, stand by, report it. So that's what we've been doing, and that's why the Anti-Bully Association is kicking butt. We've been around since, let's see, 1998. Yeah, pretty much. And, you know, stuck together with people, and I've always been in technology. I'm a cybersecurity analyst. I work for one of the top cybersecurity law firms, helping corporations with all these ransomware attacks and all that stuff like that. We know what's going on with, like, if there's a hack, if there's malware, if there's ransomware, we do it all. And with the information that we obtained, we can use to make things better. Now, I don't know if anybody else got this, but yesterday I received a email, excuse me, I'm burping, I just want to burp on the camera. I received the email from TikTok that said, we value what you are doing, and we were wondering if you would be willing to take a survey to help us make this platform better. So we took the survey, but we also sent them emails, Twitter messages, letters in the mail to them to let them know that if they need our help, we're willing to reassess, because we used to be partnered with TikTok before this whole conspiracy theory started with being a China app and all the discrepancies with the president trying to ban the former president trying to ban the app and so forth. So we try to stay away from politics. We stay away. We try. It's hard because people just make videos to make you triggered. That's what they do. Now, when I originally started my TikTok account, it was at CoolGuy83. I own the rights to that. It's a registered trademark. I own the name. So I had this account, I started it, I didn't know nothing really much about TikTok. I found out from a video that I found on Snapchat that gave an advertisement for it, and I said, what the heck, I'll give it a try. Learned about the effects and all the special things you could do. Little did I know that one video that I made showing my chest area was considered porn and automatically banned, and they sanitized my account. I had about maybe 1,025 followers. So I didn't get upset. I was like, whatever, it's just an app, whatever, you know. Then, about 6 weeks later, I decided to create a new TikTok account, that CoolGuy83X, and start posting videos about wrestling, and start posting videos about music, and me doing singing, and all the other stuff. And I gained so many followers, and I'm just like so overwhelmed because it's not about the followers I have. It's the fact that these people trust in me, that these people want to be friends. These people are amazing. I met some amazing people. In fact, Kristen, she is my TikTok sister. She was probably one of the first TikTok people I started following. And I remember, and she probably does too, I made a video of index cards that said, "Baby cakes, will you be my TikTok sister?" And she said yes, and that was really cool. And we've been friends since. And it's okay if you don't know the person that you're talking to. We just say, be safe. Don't give your address, your phone number to people you don't know. I do, because I build trust with people. I build trust with them so they can trust me. I gave someone, some dude was trolling me, was harassing me, threatening me, and he's like, oh, if I find out where you live, I'm like, dude, you don't have to find out where I live. I'll give you my address. I'll give you my phone number. And he's like, I'm not going to call it. It's a trap. Okay, so I called him. He's like, how'd you get this number? I'm like, dude, like, you have a TikTok. You have a link to your Instagram. Your Instagram links to your YouTube, which then links to your Facebook, which you don't even have your Facebook private. So your address and your phone number are displayed. And I said, look, I'm not going to do anything, but I'm going to tell you this right now. You need to make your information private. Because let's say I was a psycho, crazy lunatic. I know everything about you. And he's like, you know what? I'm really sorry. I didn't look at it that way. So don't bully. It's pointless. It's very, very pointless. If you want to see a really good movie, see the movie Bully. Or see Drillbit Taylor. I know it's a comedy and it's got Owen Wilson. Yeah, it's great, man. I love the movie. It's great, okay. You know, I love Owen Wilson. I think Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson make a great movie screen duo. I loved Internship, where they're at Google. I loved Wedding Crashers, which I found out they're going to be recording and filming Wedding Crashers 2 in August. That's going to be epic. That's going to be awesome. I'm excited. I cannot believe that this is actually going to happen. So I'm really excited about that. I listen to a lot of music. I've been really getting into Ice Nine Kills, getting right back into Papa Roach. In this moment, Motionless in White, who are from Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is not too far from where I live. Just amazing. And if you guys are looking for good music, good bands, you know, everybody wants to upgrade their playlist, check them out. It's a great band, good music, good concept. I pretty much do it all. I sing, I write. Unfortunately, though, I'll show you what happened. Give me one moment. So I used to do all my DJing and stuff. And I bought myself a brand new MacBook Air laptop. And I was recording music on it. I was doing everything that you could possibly think of. I was making music, recording, doing live shows. My MacBook Pro somehow fell on the floor and the screen cracked. So, yeah, unfortunately, I gotta get it fixed or buy a new one. And right now, I don't have the money to buy a new laptop. I will tell you what's been going on with me. People are like, don't you have a job? I do have a job, but I haven't been working since December. Well, January. I'll say January. Since January, I have not been working. I've been experiencing from chronic migraines, pain in my neck, my shoulder, and my arm going numb. I've been to multiple doctors. I had 3 EMGs done where they check your nervous system. They poke you with a pin to see if you're, and that came back, thankfully, that came back normal. I had a EMG done again because the results from the previous test were not accurate, so I had it done again, and then because I went to an out-of-network doctor to get it done, they wanted me to go back to a in-network done, so I got that done. Then I had an MRI done on my brain, which thankfully it came back normal. I was going to physical therapy for pretty much 6 months. They finally let me go because they're like, you over-exceeded your time. The next thing to do now is to go back to the doctor and find out what's going on. I've been to multiple doctors. I've been to pain management specialists. I've been to podiatry. I've been to orthopedic surgeon who put an injection in my arm, which did not do nothing, just left me in excruciating pain. I was fighting for my short-term disability through my work, which ended on May 31st. No doctor was signing me out. No doctor was going to extend it because they could not verify my disability because they only seen me one time, which is absolutely ridiculous. So finally I went to my family doctor, who I started off with. I'm on 10 different medications. I smoke flower. Yes, I do. Because it helps with my chronic migraines, it helps with the pain. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm always in pain. So I go to my family doctor. I explain the situation. I'm like, look, I made a headache journal. I changed my diet. I've been to this doctor, this doctor, this doctor, this doctor, had all these tests done. He said, well, let's end that. Let's go ahead and let's get the MRI done on your shoulder. Last week, I went for the MRI on my shoulder. I found out a day later that I have a torn labrum in my shoulder and fluid in my shoulder, which could be bursitis or something else, but either way, I'm going to need surgery and I'm not able to work. So until this time now, I haven't got paid for work. Once I get put back on disability and the doctor signs me out, I'll get that money back from May 31st up until they approve it. It's heartbreaking. I want to work. I can't work. I'm not used to people doing shit for me. I'm trying to help people as much as I can, being limited on my arm movements. I sometimes can't even lift things. It's gotten really bad. But on Friday, I go to my orthopedic surgeon so we can determine what type of surgery I'll need, how serious it is, and how long I'll be out of work. So yeah, that's pretty much my life. That's what's been going on. I've spent most of my time in my room watching movies, watching TV, or outside in my hot tub. I bought a hot tub to help myself rehabilitate. It's a nice one. It's a portable Intel. I actually like it. It's can hold 4 people. It gets really hot. Right now it's 104 because I just checked it. I'll be going in later tonight. But that's pretty much what it's been like, you know? And there's people on TikTok that are always gonna be negative. I'm gonna sit down. They're always gonna be negative. They're always gonna talk about people. They're always gonna threaten people. Look, cyberbullying is a crime, and you can be held responsible. You think you can't, but you can. Because when you sign up for TikTok, as I said this in my video, and you can go back and watch the video, it's the raw shirt, but there is a number that's assigned to your account, and all they need to do is pull that number and they can get all your information. You can have 15 different phones and make 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 accounts. Your IP address is always going to be the same, and the number is always going to be the same. Whether you use a virtual private network, VPN, it doesn't matter, because if you're accessing it on your phone, your number on your phone is automatically sent to TikTok and they have your information. If you go on a computer, you have a number on your computer and that will go directly to TikTok and they'll have your information. This is why there was a class action lawsuit, because TikTok was taking content and data from children's accounts and saving it, which is a no-no. And also what I want to talk about is how there is a class action lawsuit against the social media icons like Facebook and Twitter, because poor Donald Trump had his Twitter suspended. Well, guess what? I am actually one of the part of those people that signed the petition to get him banned from Twitter, because all the content that he was posting and all the stuff he was writing was nonsense. Same thing that happened with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Her account got suspended for 12 hours because she was posting misinformation about the election. Well, we've been reporting her account every freaking day because we want her down too. We can't give people a platform to spread hate. We got to spread love. But where it comes to me is that Donald Trump has a lawsuit out that he's suing Facebook, he's suing Twitter, he's suing TikTok, and all the other social media icons. He's suing them for like infringement of speech. Let me explain something to you. Those who sign up for those apps, whether you sign up for Google, email, or Facebook, or Twitter, or MySpace, there are terms and conditions, and it basically states it's a private equity firm, which means that you cannot sue a social media platform for censorship because you are using their service. And they can refuse service to whoever they want, just like I can refuse someone from coming into my store, which I don't own, without being vaccinated or without having shoes on their feet or having a mask. I mean, people complained about the mask saying, oh, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. But when you go to the beach or you go to a mall, it says no shirt, no shoes, no service. And nobody complains about that. Nobody complains about that. Nobody. But because we asked you to wear a mask, everybody's up in arms for it. Look, whether you're vaccinated or not, I honestly don't care. That's your right. Your right to decide what you feel is best for your body. I got the vaccine, and you know what? For all those people out there that are like, oh, you're magnetic, guess what, motherfucker? I had 3 MRIs done, okay? 3 MRIs done with magnets. So if I'm in this machine and I'm conducting magnetic, don't you think I would have been stuck to the EMG, to the MRI machine? I think so. Don't you think this my chain, which is steel, would be like, oh, it's stuck, I can't get it off? No. The only reason the key stuck to the woman was because she was dirty. Because the oil on your skin makes things stick. The same with a coin. Look, a nickel, a dime. Not a nickel. There's a nickel there, but there's a dime right here. Look, I put it right there. It's stuck. Okay? I put it on my arm. Look, it sticks. But dimes are not metallic. It's because the oil on your skin. That's what it is. So for the people to say, oh, I'm not getting the vaccine because then I'll be magnetic. Look, I was in an MRI 3 times. 3 times I was in an MRI just recently. If I was magnetic or had magnetic in my arm, I would be stuck to the machine. I'd be like this, help, help, I'm stuck. No, it's a dime. A dime is not magnetic. Look, it'll stick. If you let it, see, it sticks. See, look, it sticks, but it falls off. It's because the oil on our skin makes it stick. And I want to say hello to Shay Days. If you are not following Shay Days, follow her. She is awesome. She is on Instagram. She has amazing content. Check it out. She has beautiful hair. She is freaking awesome. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. Nelson the Don. What's up, Nelson? So, check out my TikTok videos I just posted. I'm going for the WWE Announcer Challenge, so let me know how I did. I did Undertaker, Edge, Bianca Belair, John Cena, and yeah, so I'm gonna see what happens. Maybe I'll get picked and maybe you'll see me on SummerSlam. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to is the people are gonna troll, they're gonna bully, they're gonna harass, they're gonna just try to get on your... No point taking it now. Yeah, but here's the thing, Nelson. I'm going to go into details about what the COVID vaccine is because I actually have friends that work for Merck and have worked in biochemistry, and we all had biology in school. The COVID-19 vaccine is a protein that is injected into your body that is designed to fight other viruses. So your body prepares and builds up for it. So if your body does come attacked with the COVID, it's gonna fight. It's the same with the flu shot. It's not a live virus. It's actually proteins that go into your body to help you fight it off. With the whole concept of, oh, I don't want this because it's gonna make my life less. It's gonna make us sick and stuff. The only reason we're getting sick is because our bodies are preparing for the actual virus. You know, for the actual virus. The COVID-19 is not a joke. It's not a hoax. It's been around for a long time. But we have vaccines that are built and created to help us in this case. Can you imagine what life would be like if we lived during polio and we had people acting like this? Can you imagine how many deaths we would have? There's a man, I want you to look it up on YouTube, the iron lung. This guy had polio and lives inside an iron lung that breathes for him because he has polio and there's no cure. And he'll tell you, when he heard about the COVID-19 vaccine, he said, this almost reminds me of polio. So my fear is that, oh my God, what would have happened years ago when polio killed so many people? Took them out. If a shot is going to give me a chance at survival and not ending up in the hospital, then I'm going to do it. Because I believe in science. I don't believe in right-wing media corruption. The information that you come across is scary, but what makes us amazing as Americans is that we have the choice to get vaccinated or not get vaccinated. That's your choice. I'm not going to shun upon you for not getting vaccinated and say you're selfish. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wish you the best in health and hope to God, which I don't believe in, that you don't catch it and that you don't die. I've been going into stores since I've been vaccinated with no mask. Am I afraid? No. Is there a person that I see with a mask on? Do I make fun of them? No. I mind my own business or I say hi. A woman was going off about, oh, these people don't care. They don't wear a mask. They don't care. They want to get people sick. It's all a bunch of the white ring. It's all a conspiracy. The QAnon. I walked to the woman and I said, lady, so let me show you something before you start mocking off, okay? It's my vaccination card. I'm fully vaccinated. So I'm not insulting you. I'm not being disrespectful to you. So what gives you the right to be disrespectful to me or anybody else that's not wearing a mask? Because you don't know. Well, they're not going to show it. They're going to make you go door to door and they're going to say everybody needs to get vaccinated. No, they're actually not. They're not going to go door to door, knocking on your door, say, are you vaccinated? No. Bing! Now you are. Not going to do that. Hell freaking yeah, dude. I'm going to Philadelphia, bro. I got the tickets. I'm going to AEW. I'm going to freaking New York. Yeah, we're going. And I'm saving up. I got the money. I'm saving up. Because when WrestleMania comes to California, I'm going to Hollywood. Because I got my money all saved up and I'm ready. As soon as they say those tickets are on sale, dance like that. I've been to one wrestling event so far, independent. But I'm going to Philadelphia. And I'm going to be going to AEW in New York. So I'm excited about that as well. That's not going to stop me. Will I wear a mask? No. No. I don't feel the necessity to do it. I feel great. Other than my shoulder giving me problems, I feel fantastic. Yeah, PP&L Center is going to come around. NXT is supposed to be coming to Wind Creek. So I've been watching that very closely. Hey, what's up, Same Rain Bill? How you doing? But yeah, I mean, that's what we do pretty much. That's going good. So yeah, that's why I haven't been working. That's why I've been out of commission with work. It sucks having a tear labrum in your shoulder. Can't lift anything. I mean, like this thing right here, I can lift it with this hand. Like this arm, I can't even do this. I can't raise my arm like that, or it's pain. Exactly. Like I said, it's my choice. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I carry a mask with me. I carry a mask with me at all times because there's always gonna be a place that is gonna say, hey, look, you know, even though you're vaccinated, can you wear a mask? Sure, no problem. Like, I don't see what the big deal is. I think the problem is that the media has taken, well, we know that the media makes money off of reporting, but what do you do when the media reports stuff that's not even accurate? They just grab stuff and say, oh, well, he said this or she said that. And then they twist it around. You know? So who are we supposed to trust? Well, I trust myself, but I also trust science. I also see that we have global warming, which is real, as we see the polar caps are melting, as we see that we're in summer and there's weather and stuff like that. Buses and hospitals will make you wear a mask because there are COVID patients in the hospital. There are still patients that are in Lehigh Valley Hospital that are suffering from COVID. I've been in the ICU. One of my friends got sick. I went to go see them. I wear a mask. No problem. Buses. There's tons of people on a bus. Crammed together. Small place. 27 seats. 4 people coughing. Best believe I'm going to be wearing a mask. So yeah, that's what it comes down to. Is your son happy that John Cena is back? Because I was going crazy. I was like, awesome. Keith Lee coming back was epic. Loved it. Even though he lost, I didn't care because it's just the way that the wrestling is. You just don't become a top guy. You have to lose some matches and build yourself up. Kind of like what they did with Kevin Owens. Karrion Kross, sorry that your debut didn't go as planned. Technically, you didn't technically lose because Jeff Hardy cheated by putting his foot on the rope. But you're still NXT champion, so win or lose, who cares? Alexa Bliss, love you. Your character creation is amazing. I get excited when you're on TV. Love Alexa Bliss's Playground. Think it's great. Shayna Baszler, I'm sorry to say this, you got to separate yourself from Nia Jax. She's holding you back. You need to be a dominant force again. You need to be the Shayna Baszler that's all about the Queen of Spades. That's what you need. Goldberg, okay, look, I love Goldberg in WCW days. What I don't want to see is that every time Goldberg comes back, he gets the title belt. What I want to see is, as Goldberg's in his 50s, I know Goldberg has to come back because he has 2 more clauses in his contract. He had 3, Raw was 1, now he has a pay-per-view for SummerSlam, and then another one. I don't want to see him win the title. There's no reason to. Make Lashley the dominant one. Lashley deserves it. For all the years that Lashley's been in the business, he's held titles. He's been in TNA. He's done amazing things. It comes down to the point where Goldberg doesn't need to win. Goldberg needs to put Lashley over and make Lashley a beast. Yes, I know because it sells tickets, but so does new stars too. I'm sure if Johnny Gargano went to WWE on Raw or SmackDown, the ratings would be through the roof. When it comes down to Bobby Lashley holding the title, I've been wanting this match for years. Lashley versus Lesnar. I want it to happen. The only way that's going to happen is if Goldberg loses to Lashley, and then we see the return of Brock Lesnar. And at WrestleMania, we see Lashley versus Lesnar. Why is that so hard to do? Nikki, oh my God. Nikki Cross, I am so ASH, so happy that you are the new Raw Women's Champion. Well deserved. Tired of Charlotte. Charlotte, you're good, but you're not great. And for crying out loud, can you please get an outfit that does not expose your boobs? Because there's times where we're watching Monday Night Raw, and guess what happens? Nipples slip, black screen. Now, we watched the pay-per-view on Sunday and saw that she flipped the crowd off and they blacked it out. That was not WWE's decision, that was Peacock's. And Peacock, you need to get your shit right because your software, your server, cannot hold so many people, which is why it was glitching constantly. And you need to let your followers know what's going on and not just ignore them and turn off your Twitter account so we can't message you because it says you can't message at this time. Just make a thing that says, hey, listen, we're experiencing glitches. Stand by, we're working on it. Turn off your TV, unplug your device, and plug it back in. Guess what? It'll fix it. But they didn't have the courtesy to do that.